A Formula One car launch is normally a time for joy because, again, it's before the season starts. It is at a time when optimism, if you're a team or a fan of any team, is really at an all-time high, and you're obviously excited to see what it is that your team has in store for you. But recently, the Alfa Romeo car launch, which is, of course, you remember the Sauber team badged under an Alfa Romeo due to an advertising agreement. Well, it actually reached a point where things could very well become, legal, let's say, because the Sauber group could very well find themselves in criminal proceedings thanks to their, car launch. Now, how exactly is that the case? Why did it come to this? And is there actually a danger that things would escalate up until this point? That is, in fact, what we're here to talk about with you guys in this particular video. Now, first off, it is worth noting that the Alfa Romeo team, which is, of course, as I said, the Sauber group, they had signed a sponsorship deal with a company named Stake. Now, Stake are, in essence, a gambling website and app. And the deal is valued pretty much, it's a big deal. It's for 2 odd years. It's valued at around $100 million. It's good money for a team like Alfa Romeo. But the controversy started before even the car launch, because the logo of Stake will not in fact be seen every single place that Formula One races. Why? Because depending on where it is they go, there will be restrictions or prohibitions on whether or not they are allowed to advertise a gambling app. And that's the major problem which they've run into during their car launch. See, Alfa Romeo, despite being an Italian team, is partnering with the Sauber group, which is based out of Switzerland. And that is the key of the issue. First off, Stake is not a Swiss company. In fact, they have no presence whatsoever in the nation of Switzerland. And that, as I said, is where the problem lays, because Sauber is a company based out of Switzerland and thus have to follow laws in accordance to the country that they operate out of. And Swiss laws, when it comes to gambling, they are very, very strict about what it is that they allow to be advertised. And one of the key things is that you cannot be advertising a gambling company that doesn't operate out of and pay taxes in Switzerland, which ties back to the first point. Stake are not a Swiss company, therefore they don't operate out of Switzerland and they don't pay taxes to the nation, which means that they're actually in breach of a law. And as said, there are media reports that are propped up in Switzerland saying that the Sauber group could very well be facing legal charges. To that, the Sauber team also put out a statement to certain publications in Switzerland where they denied any wrongdoing and said that they were in compliance with the law. This is their statement. They said that the domain of Stake is blocked in Switzerland and further measures are being taken to prevent Swiss users from accessing Stake services. As a team, we always comply with all applicable local laws and FIA regulations. Now, that's the key. The Alfa Romeo group believe they've done nothing wrong, but again, as I said, a basic reading of understanding how the rules work does show that they're at the very least in a rather gray area when it comes to where it is that the law operates. Not a great thing to be, not a great position to be for the Sauber team, considering their new car launch actually went about really, really well. Their new car launch was actually a car launch rather than a livery reveal. And there are plenty of expectations around the team, especially considering that come 2026, they will become the works team of the Audi group. And don't forget, they had a very, very massive renaissance last year. They ended up finishing in 6th position, which is an improvement from where they were even the last 2 seasons ago. But finding yourself in legal hot water over a sponsorship, you could have better ways of, launching your new race car. But Formula One and sketchy sponsorship deals have really been a tale as old as time. Remains to be seen, though, if this one goes the way of, say, the partnerships that, Ferrari had with certain tobacco sponsors, or if this goes the way of Rich Energy and Haas. But that's just how I feel about all of this. What do you guys think? Is it rather bizarre that such a circumstance can crop up when a car is being launched, or should the Sauber group have been more careful? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and tap the bell icon so you know when it is we're going live or uploading a new video for you guys. Don't also forget to follow us on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook, and download the SportsTak app. Check out the website as well. Thank you all once again for joining us. If you're on the channel, don't forget to check out a few more videos that we've done. For now though, goodbye.